Boston. I guess we're a well-kept secret. But at one point, we were the biggest church in the city. We met in Symphony Hall, and 2,000 or 3,000 people might come to hear the likes of Martin Luther King, W.E.B. Du Bois, Thurgood Marshall, Margaret Sanger. You go back a little further, Helen Keller. It's a remarkable history. We're 104 years old, and we continue. By the way, we just had a new newsletter come out that shows you our next 2 months of speakers. We're basically a speaker series, but we're doing a whole bunch of music and poetry and arts as well. I want to tell you, maybe I'll tell you about the first speaker. His name is Father Charles Gallagher. And I think we've got his name wrong. Oh boy, it's not John Gallagher, it's Charlie Gallagher. Oh, down here it says Charles Gallagher. He's a professor at Boston College, and he wrote a book that's called The Nazis of Copley Square. And it's about Nazism between World War I and World War II in the United States, which was amazingly a pretty huge thing. And there was a lot of it in Boston, this group called the Christian Front, and that's what this book is about. And he talks about the role of community church in confronting the Christian Front. It's going to be a fascinating program. These are all online on our Zoom and our YouTube channel. That's the only one I'll tell you about. There's a whole bunch more in the newsletter. I'll also tell you about next week's concert, Saturday, April 6th. The music of Joni Mitchell, a benefit concert for Doctors Without Borders Gaza Relief. And it's a bunch of Berkeley students and alumni and some musicians who play at Community Church as well. That's April 6th, 7 p.m. right here in this very room. Looking forward to that a lot. Enough announcements. I could go on all night. But we have a really treat. I was just so thrilled on short notice and that we could host this magnificent group. I've been just listening to them warm up and rehearse, and I can hardly wait, as you can, for this concert. Now that it's all set up, I get to go open a beer and enjoy the concert. There's beer and there's fizzy water back there. You can help yourself in exchange for a donation of some kind. Are we having an intermission, or is it just one fell swoop? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Culomba.
Thank you. We're going to jump right in with a song of Adams. We'll tell you about it in a little bit. Let's sing first.
La, la. Come, we that love the Lord, and let our joys be known. Join in a song with sweet accord. Join in a song with sweet accord, and us around the throne, and us around the throne. Join in a song with sweet accord. Join in a song with sweet accord, and us around the throne. Join in a song with sweet accord. Join in a song with sweet accord, and us around the throne, and us around the throne. Join in a song with sweet accord. Join in a song with sweet accord, and us around the throne. The sorrows of the mind be banished from this place. Religion never was designed. Religion never was designed to make our pleasures less. To make our pleasures less. Religion never was designed to make our pleasures less. Religion never was designed Religion never was designed to make our pleasures less, to make our pleasures less. Religion never was designed to make our pleasures less. Thank you. As Sophie mentioned, that's a song of mine. It's an old one I wrote a long time ago. We decided to take it out and dust it off for this tour. But we also have some brand new music that you'll hear from the new album very soon. We sing a lot of music from all around the world, from lots of different cultures of folk vocal polyphonic styles. We can ask us after to talk about what that all means. But one of the styles that I grew up singing and that I really love is sacred harp singing, American sacred harp. So that song was written in the style. Pretty, I would say, not even roughly. It is in the style. Later in the concert, you'll hear things that are very, very vaguely in the style of the Sacred Harp. So we'll, in that vein, we'll continue with a song from the Sacred Harp called Abbeville. So we want to be. Where did the other iPad go?
Why? Right here.
Thank you.
We're a digital group now.
Yeah,
This is going to be our
We're
first
figuring
tour
it out.
using iPads, and we're figuring it out.
it's going to ruin everything. It already has. Come, Holy Spirit, come with energy divine, and on this poor benighted soul, with beams of mercy shine. Mine will the prophet be, but thine shall be the praise, and unto thee will I devote the remnant of my days. Melt, melt this frozen heart, this stubborn will subdue. Each evil passion overcome, and form me all anew. Each evil passion overcome, and form me all anew.
We're going to sing you a few songs from the island of Corsica now. Some of you may be wondering, what is the name Culomba? What does it mean? It means dove in the Corsican language. Corsica has an amazing tradition of polyphonic singing that goes way, way back. A few of us got to go there last summer and learn from some really incredible singers. This is an Agnus Dei that comes from an old Franciscan manuscript, probably in the 1700s, and one of our teachers, Jean-Etienne Langiani, harmonized it in the style of Corsican folk music. This is on the album as well.
Something really typical of Corsican folk singing is what you just heard in that one, with all these sort of noodling, cascading lines that sort of are chasing each other, not quite lining up. That's very typical of a lot of the folk singing from Corsica. This next piece is a brand new composition by Jean-Etienne Langiani, our kind of main contact in Corsica. And he approached it from, as far as I can tell, a very different style. The vowels and notes line up a lot more, kind of like a more typical medieval vocal motet, but there's still lots of ornamentation to be had. So it's sort of a little bit of a mix of styles. And it's a brand new piece, or maybe not brand new, but recently composed piece by Jean-Etienne. And it's a Ave Maria, setting of the poem Ave Maria, of the text.
I don't have an iPad, I just have a binder.
Not yet.
She's
Yeah.
cool, old school.
Should we not be next to each other?
Yeah, I guess so. This is also the first night of our tour, and by tomorrow night, we're gonna have all this blocking perfectly memorized.
Yeah.
No shuffling around.
That
Feels very high. There we go.
Maria.
We're going to sing you one more song from this part of the Mediterranean. This is a Sardinian song that entered the Corsican repertoire in like the 90s, and then this arrangement is Sardinianized again. So you'll hear kind of a mix of the really florid Corsican ornamentation and these really startling Sardinian harmonies that kind of move around like power chords. And there's not a lot of text here. This is a kind of a silly counting song. It goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. My brown-haired girl. That's it. That's all it says. Yeah. La me brunetta bella, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, la me brunetta bruna. La me brunetta.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, la me brunetta, bruna la me. Brunetta e bruna.
La me brunetta.
4, 3, 2, 1, la me brunetta, bruna la me. Brunetta e bruna.
La me brunetta.
3, 2, 1, la me brunetta, bruna la me. Brunetta e bruna. Brunetta e bruna.
One of the things we love to do as Culomba is bring some of the areas of maybe expertise is too strong of a word, but where our love for music lives. And one of my favorite styles is early music. And music, this is a song, a madrigal from the 1500s by Baldassare Donato. And it says, "Who wants to dance the Galliard?" If you would like to, you should ask us, because we are the most fine of masters of this dance form.
You heard it
And
here
if-
first.
You're going to love it so much you'll want to scream. This is Chi la Gagliarda.
Yeah.
Chi la gagliarda, dove vuoi imparare?
Chi la
gagliarda, dove vuoi imparare? Chi la gagliarda, dove vuoi imparare? Chi la gagliarda, dove vuoi imparare? Venite a noi. di fini che manchiamo di suonare. Tan 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 tarira, tan 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 tarira, rira rira, tan 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 tarira, rira rira, tan 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 tarira, rira rira, tan 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 tarira, tan 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 tarira, rira rira, tan 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 tarira, rira rira, tan 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 tarira, rira rira. Provanci un poco, cance vuoi chiamare, provanci un poco, provanci un poco, cance vuoi chiamare, a passa 10 volte che salimo, che salimo, che salimo, che mai manchiamo di suonare. Tan 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 tarira, tan 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 tarira, rira rira, tan 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 tarira, rira rira, tan 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 tarira, rira rira, tan 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 tarira, tan 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 tarira, rira rira, tan 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 tarira, rira rira, tan 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 tarira, rira rira.
I should have said when I said early music, I meant I think maybe classical music as a whole. I mean, I don't really think of music in these different styles, but it is interesting to know which traditions these come from. And this next song is a song from the Church Slavonic tradition. It's by Pavel Chesnukov, which, fun fact, means garlic, I believe, right?
Yeah, the name has something to do with garlic.
So this is
Little dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
and this is a communion hymn by Pavel Chesnukov.
Oh, yeah.
Spasienie.
lucky in that one because I've got the high and the low on both sides of the song.
We mostly chose this piece so that Daniel could sing that logo.
This next piece is a song that I wrote, it's called Harvest of Joy. It was from I was staying on a farm a few years ago, and it was called Harvest of Joy, the farm. But it was also it was a joyous place. It was so beautiful, and everything that we ate was from the land that we were on, and everything felt really connected. So that's where this song comes from, Harvest of Joy. And it was 4 parts, but then for this group we added a part, so now it's 5 parts. So.
Whoops.
Inside of my palm is a seed I shall plant in sun or in shade, in soil after rain falls down to the earth. The seed life shall burst open, feeding the palm that helped it rebirth. In the harvest of joy, in the harvest of joy, you'll find me there. In the harvest of joy, all will be fed. In the harvest of joy, the corn and the beans on this sacred land will nourish all who sow with their hands, delight in the spring. Abundance she brings, and deep from within, knowing she has wings. In the harvest of joy, in the harvest of joy, you'll find me there. In the harvest of joy, all will be fed. In the harvest of joy, in the harvest of joy, oh, in the harvest of joy, you'll find me there. In the harvest of joy, all will be fed. In the harvest of joy.
Culomba is lucky to have composers in the ensemble. It's so great to I guess it's the Boston premiere. It's the second
Oh,
time
yeah.
we sing it, but
Boston premiere.
and we're this next song is not a premiere. Actually, it's a song that we love. It's a song that Adam wrote called Cherry Street, named after a magical place in Central Square that some of you have been to. There's been a lot of music and joy happen in that small little cabin on Cherry Street in Cambridge. Adam wrote this song, and we loved it so much. It's now the title track of our album that you can find. We just got them. You would be the first to put your hands on them, so don't hesitate. They're on the merch
Susan
table.
Donovan was the first to buy a physical album. She did it before even the concert. So she gets to go. But you could be the second. So
yeah, we'd love to share it with you. It's over there. It's bright yellow like my shoes, and I hope that if some of you have already pre-ordered, if you have, thank you so much. That was a huge help for us. And you can come and
And if you have, come find me after the concert. I have the little laptop and the list with all of your names, and I can get you CDs.
Great.
Yeah.
So this is Cherry Street. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see.
'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. 'Tis grace hath brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun.
Thank you.
We'll follow that with a wonderful arrangement of an old African American spiritual, Deep River. It's arranged by Moses Hogan. Fantastic choral.
Slightly
arranger.
condensed for 5 parts.
Yes,
He has a lot of doublings.
there were lots of divisi that we couldn't quite manage with without 16 of us. But hopefully we do him justice.
to cross over into campground. Deep river, my home is over Jordan. Deep river, Lord, I want to cross over into campground. Oh, don't you want to go to that gospel feast, that promised land where all is peace? Oh, deep river, Lord, I want to cross over into campground.
Now for something completely different.
This is the first time we're doing this set order, so let us know.
We're figuring out the transition between the vibes. This one might be pretty jarring, but we're going to do it anyway. We're going to sing you a couple of songs from the tradition of 20th century arranged Bulgarian folk songs. Yeah, we love 20th century arranged Bulgarian folk songs. I'm saying that because like this is not what Bulgarian music sounded like in villages 100 years ago, and I really can't stress that enough. If you go to a Bulgarian village, you will not hear this many 9 chords. But this is these arrangements are both by Krasimir Kurchivsky, who kind of takes a particularly harmonically wild approach to a lot of these songs. And basically the way these came about was they recruited all these amazing singers from different villages all over the country and did these really elaborate arrangements that preserve the vocal techniques, the vocal color, and kind of have these intact folk songs inside them, but also introduce elements of word painting, Western harmony, sort of using these modal melodies to create really interesting extended harmonies. So this first one is about a wedding. A guy named Guro gets married. And maybe it was a weird wedding.
You had to be there.
You had to be there. Yeah.
Bone zajednice, juros kendeli, amore trimeseța, od kak momadi,
More partide u gradu Sofi, amore pasavili, Janka Veloger, d'amore cato sedi, catos în segre, amore stagatai, fidan vă gradi, amore così tei, sfila i brishi, amore così tei, tvadiu la trenda, film.
Morici tei dve cernicere, și mori vegitei morski pijavi, ți
More cato duma, şeker para, more cato duma, şeker pa, duma.
want to hear that again, that's on our album.
Yeah. This next song is about forbidden love, and it's by the same arranger. It features Lexi Ugolo doing amazing Thracian ornamentation. It's going to be totally awesome.
Very different vibe. Same arranger, very different tone.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have to recover from that one.
is so fun to be doing new music. We were on tour for such a long time with kind of the same set, which is what's represented mostly on the album, and we've just been having so much fun putting this new stuff together. So,
But we
Thank
still
you
have our
for-
old favorites,
we still have our old
which
favorites.
is what's gonna happen next.
This is another Bulgarian song, kind of in a more folkloric style, sort of. This is made famous by Trio Bulgarka. I learned it from members of their like protege quartet, which is in Bulgaria, the Young Bulgarka Quartet. And the translation is really silly. I'll try to give you the gist of it in a way that makes sense, but it's all about berries and flowers and different fruits and trees giving each other a hard time. The mosquito is playing the bagpipes. The sunflower is like kind of giving the violet a hard time, like, "Violet, why are you so short?" And the violet says, "You're just a tall, weird-looking stick." So, yeah, it's a very silly song, very upbeat.
You going that side or you want to be here?
Doesn't matter.
I want to know. I feel like that. Let's listen
Swap.
to the sound project. That's how we work, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, sorry. I have to take off my
Ring is
rings
coming
first.
off.
Yeah.
It's getting serious.
Getting
Additional
serious.
percussion is not necessary.
We have two more songs for you. We're so grateful that you made it out tonight. There's so many great things to do in Boston and also in your own home. So it really, I know. I mean to say, it's not nothing to come out, and actually it really means a lot to us. So thank you so much for coming out. Thank you so much also for the folks on the live stream. It's so great to share this music with you too. We have 2 more songs, and before Lexi introduces them, I'd just love to invite you to sign our mailing list if you'd like to hear when we're back, or just stay in touch. So we have a mailing list over there. We have some CDs, old and new, and just come and check them out, and just come and chat with us. We'd love to let you know a little bit more about this music or a process or anything else you're curious about. So don't be shy. Come and talk with us. I think there's some more beer and seltzer out there. So come and chat with us. Thanks again for coming out.
And if you know anyone in Brooklyn, Western Mass, or Southern Vermont, or Concord, Mass, which is actually close to here, let them know, because we're going to those places.
Yes. And thank you, Dean,
Thank you so much, Dean.
for having us. So the second to last song is a Hungarian folk Romani tune, and it is also kind of a forbidden love song. There's a little bit of a theme here, but this man is in love with a woman, and nobody knows because he can't tell anybody. The only person who knows is the gypsy violin player. Szép asszonnya, kurizálok, kurizálok, kurizálok. Az urának figyethánok, figyethánok, figyethánok. Ajjajjajjaj, a szívem meg ne tudja senki sem, hogy én magát olyan nagyon szeretem. Csak a cigány egyedül, aki nekem hegyedül, az csak azt tudja egyedül. Ajjajjajjaj, a szívem meg ne tudja senki sem, hogy én magát olyan nagyon szeretem. Csak a cigány egyedül, aki nekem hegyedül, csak azt tudja egyedül.
Azok előtt van egy járok, van egy járok, van egy járok, minden este arra járok, arra járok, arra járok.
Ajjajjajjaj, a szívem meg nem tudja senki sem, hogy én magát olyan nagyon szeretem. Csak azt tudja egyedül, aki nekem hegyedül, csak azt tudja egyedül. Ajjajjajjaj, a szívem meg nem tudja senki sem, hogy én magát olyan nagyon szeretem. Csak azt tudja egyedül, aki nekem hegyedül, csak azt tudja egyedül. Hoppá! Szép asszonnya, kurizálok, kurizálok, kurizálok. Az urának figyethánok, figyethánok, figyethánok. Ajjajjajjaj, a szívem meg nem tudja senki sem, hogy én magát olyan nagyon szeretem. Csak a cigány egyedül, aki nekem hegedül, csak azt tudja egyedül. Ajjajjajjaj, a szívem meg nem tudja senki sem,
Now for one last completely different thing before we let you go. This is a song from the Republic of Georgia, not the state. I cannot stress that enough. It's a work song from Western Georgia, so traditionally if you were at the office, sitting on your laptop, maybe you would sing this song. No, this was like hard agricultural labor that people would sing antiphonally to each other across the fields. The singing would help them keep in time, doing whatever they were doing. And you'll hear a special yodeling technique called krimanchuli at the very end. Where should I be?
I think there.
Yep.
Criale
Oida criare so, 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 heri ho, ore la re la ho, ore li ha hi ya ho, heri heri ho, ore la re la ho, ore li ha hi ya ho, rani nei ho, ore la re la ho, ore li ha hi ya ho,
Thank you.